It is the We Are You Morning Crew. I am George Daigle, and yes, you're in the right place to get sizzling subjects and trending topics, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't done so already, what I need you to do is go to the WERUradio.com website and check out our brand new shop. Get your little merchandise so you can look good and support our station as well. We surely and greatly appreciate it. Go there right now. You can make a statement and be in style at the same time. Now, as I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, I have two guests in the studio with me. And GPS is a mofo this morning. And one of the friends of the station, Freya Knott, was calling. She's like, look, I'm here. Yeah, I'm outside. I said, no, you isn't. Yes, I did. No, you isn't. She said, yes, I'm is. I'm right here. So, of course, I run downstairs. It's 40-some degrees. I got this young lady outside freezing.
Right.
Looking. I said, there's a construction site. And I said, baby, you ain't in the right place.
Right. Yeah.
Now, GPS, there's 1,000 Peachtree Streets in Atlanta.
Right.
If you on Peachtree Street, you could be on any Peachtree Street. And we're on Northeast Peachtree. She was on Northwest. Baby, you ain't in the right place. So she was a little frozen. Yeah. She needs some coffee. She waiting on her coffee. As soon as I get done with this break, we're going to work on that. But thank you so much for being patient and getting here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here. Freya Knott, a friend to the station and new friend of the station, Alex Santiago. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, you're going to have to get up on that mic. Make that mic your friend. All right, there you go. All right. Don't be shy. There's no shyness in the studio. So today we're going to talk about some things that are happening in the community. Can we start with Lil Nas X? Did y'all see the video?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I can't unsee it.
Right?
Yeah.
So many things to unbox. First of all, I saw the reaction video. If you don't know Zach Campbell on YouTube, you're missing your life.
Yeah, I love that.
What?
Yeah, I love that.
He's like my friend in my head. Oh my God. So he and Lil Nas X sat down to talk about the video and unpack it and all the stuff that was going on. Now, Montero, of course, is Lil Nas X's real name. So basically the video, the concept was about finding himself and unpacking all the different parts of himself. Of course, the dance with the devil. That's the part that the Christian folks are stuck on. Like, oh my God, he dancing with the devil. He's like, well, y'all been trying to send me to hell. So here I am. And why not take it over? So that was one of the part of the things that he said that he was doing. The pole dancing. Yes, he did that. He said he worked 3 weeks on his pole dancing skills. I'm not mad at you. Now I'm a happily married man. Let me go ahead and say that right quick for the record. But Lil Nas X is a snack. I'm just saying, y'all gotta agree with me because I know I'm right.
Okay.
He's a little bit of a snack. So when he was doing his little twerking and things like that, I understood it. But what was your opinion when you saw the video? I'll go with you first, Jamie. What did you think about it?
I mean, it was a bit much. I felt like it was overkill. I think, it was a lot. The video featured only him. You know what I mean? It was really just all about him, his name, his image, his fame.
Mm-hmm.
I get the whole thing of like, a nod to your past self and all that, but it just felt a little narcissistic to me, to be honest.
Well, the song is his name. So.
I mean, but, think of the platform you're on as a black male, a gay black male, and you could talk about anything. You could say anything, and you could really get that message across, I think, in a more clever way than maybe, like, intentionally antagonizing the Christian community. I felt like, he might not agree with it, but why go out of your way to, like, go against what other people believe? If it were reversed, it'd be offensive, So I just felt like he could have, used his platform for something to really speak to people who can understand what he's been through instead of, I'm me, look at me, I'm better than what I was, and here I am, and y'all can't hold. It was just kind of this rebellious kind of thing to it, so I don't know.
That's a good insight. What about you, Alex?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Pardon the pun.
Right, pardon the pun. I feel like I grew up Seventh-day Adventist, and if anybody knows about that, that's about as most religious as you can possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand what it feels like to be deemed to hell, for not believing, what other people believe in. So I felt like, well, I could see where he was coming from. Like, this is me. You know, you've already condemned me to hell. You know, this is what, you know, my life is. You know, so I kind of sympathized a little bit because I could kind of, you know, feel where he was coming from. And we live so much of our lives trying to please everybody else. And I think in that video he was saying, this is me.
Right.
You know,
right.
Take it, you know, leave it, love it, hate it. This is me. And so I think I chose to pull the good part, you know, out of the video.
You know, growing up in a church boy, like I've been Catholic, I've been Baptist, I've been non-denominational, I've been Baptist-costical, I've been all of them. And, you know, growing up in church, the one thing that always bothered me is that I was beaten over the head about who I am. Not my, you know, my goodness, my, you know, my kindness to people, not, you know, generosity, not my faith, but my being gay was the one thing that God was going to just cast all the other stuff about me and throw me into hell. That one thing. And, you know, sitting in church over and over again and hearing that and standing in the choir, singing my good song, and in the pastor talking about me, you know, he's talking about me, sometimes looking at me while he's standing in the pulpit, telling me I'm going to go to hell, is a place where I think a lot of LGBTQ people have found themselves. And I think what he did was take that narrative back. Since you're sending me to hell, since I am, you know, evil, as you say, I'm going to just be that. And now that I am that, why are you still mad? This is what you told me all my life. This is you told me I am. I'm just taking your narrative and changing it around and making entertainment out of it. So that's what I took from it. I kind of was where you were. And I think now, y'all probably be mad at me when I say this. As I have gotten older in my spiritual walk, the dogma of religion doesn't speak to me as it used to. I don't know anybody that's ever been to hell. You ever spoke to anybody been to hell? I ain't never met nobody been to hell. I ain't never met nobody been to heaven. People say they've been, but I don't really know. So at this point, I'm like, is there that place? Yeah. You know, and it's a device that, again, controls us. It dictates who we're gonna, who we are, how we honor ourselves, how we see ourselves, how we value ourselves. And because I tell you, you're this awful person, this, you know, person that doesn't deserve to live on earth, that's how you see yourself for the rest of your life, because you've grown up in this religion. I don't know. Jamie, you got something on your mind. Go ahead and say.
I mean, don't you feel like what you feed, with the things you feed, manifests even more? So it's like if you were told all these things about, you know, you're going to go to hell and, you know, you're condemned for your lifestyle, and then you get on a platform that the universe has blessed you with and you like emulate and like feed more into this devil, you know, satanic connection between, you know, think about how long it's been that we've like really tried to separate the LGBT community from this whole demonic, satanic thing that people have tried to impose upon our community for years. And I felt like we finally were really gaining some leverage, and to like, I think, place that imagery next to each other, for him to be like the first of his kind and to put that type of imagery in such a huge, like at such a huge level on a platform like that, he could have just done so many other things, I think, with that.
I get you. I get you. Any last words?
Yeah. I know what it's like to be, you know, or live in hell, you know, trying to fit this image, you know, that other people saw for me. And I think that what he did was just, it was courageous, because he knew that he was going to get a lot of backlash from it. But he's finally saying, and from what I could see, like, this is me, take me, you know, as I am. If I'm going to hell, then I'm going to make it the best damn hell I can make it, you know, which is what I had to do when I was, you know, living for everybody else. I had to make the best of it, you know. And then once I came out of it and started living for myself, I was like, you know what, screw you, you know. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what your opinions are. You know, you've already condemned me to this place, so I'm going to live in the best, you know, possible hell I can live in. So I think that's what, you know, I took from it.
But see, you know, another point, and not to like drag it, but
no.
Here was the other thing I noticed is that, you know, you look at Lil Nas X as like a public figure, and, you know, when you're seeing him on the red carpet and in appearances, he's really presenting in a more like traditionally masculine way in how he dresses. And it's just interesting to me that for him to really go to the depths of hell and the depths of like his whole being and his self, it had to be this hyper feminized expression, which, you know, for me as a trans woman and someone, you know, gender non-conforming, it's interesting to me that for a lot of men to illustrate the depths of their self-expression, it's immediately going to this hyper feminized, hyper sexualized space. Like, why is that the space that exemplifies like the darkest part or the deepest subversiveness of like transcend, you know, why does it have to go, why almost emulate something that you don't emulate in real life? You're not walking around with heels and empress braids in your real life. Why couldn't you be who you really were there with the devil? But you emulate this feminized version of a male or this gender non-conforming person in this dark depth of hell. And like, how does that look for people like me who are often connected to that? And that's not who he authentically is in his day-to-day life. So why couldn't he just be his masculine presentation in that space? So that was interesting to me too.
Can I tell you what I think of that? When I saw that, what I thought was, I'll give you a perfect example. Living here in Atlanta, where, you know, the gay mecca of the world, you know, and someone sees a man and he presents himself as, you know, very masculine, you know, and then someone says, oh, you know, he's gay. Oh my God, he's gay?
Yeah.
Society assumes that all gay men are these feminine, you know, hyper, you know, just, I can't even think of the word for it, but just, they already assume that if you're gay, you're feminine as a man. So I think that's where it took me when I saw that, you know, because not all gay men are feminine, but society assumes that all gay men are. And even if there are some men who are feminine and straight. But society would look at them, oh, he's gay.
Right.
That society does that.
So you think
don't you think he would be more like, it would have been more provocative for him to be in a more traditionally masculine, his traditional self, and gyrating on the devil in that space?
But
here's more provocative.
And I knew you were going to say that. Here's the thing, though. When we say traditionally masculine, even in our society, in our LGBT community, we have those boxes. And what is traditionally masculine? You know what I'm saying?
But that's a box he created when he's been presenting himself as that. He could have came out the gate, you know, RuPaul came out the gate as RuPaul, or however, you know, you can present however you want to present. You didn't present this feminine, gender non-conforming person when you stepped out. So now he should have the freedom to spread his wings and try different things too, because all artists do. But, you know, it's just, as a trans woman, it's kind of like, why like delve into cross-dressing and gender non-conformity is like the depths of self-exploration in hell. Like, why?
Y'all are deep this morning. Y'all are deep this morning. Y'all working. But you know what? Really good. And it also goes back to, you know, we in the LGBT community have all these different viewpoints of what our community actually is. And, you know, I think what we all can take away is that Lil Nas X is starting a conversation. He's starting a conversation about presentation. What is your authentic self? He's starting a conversation about what religion has been to our community. He's starting a conversation about reclaiming or repositioning the narrative. I just, you know, the Christian folks is just going crazy. They are losing their ever-loving minds. So, ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think about this story this morning. You can go to our website, WERUradio, and sound off there. You can also give us a call at 678-839-9378 here in the studio. And you can also use the shout-out feature on the WERUradio app. Just click on the menu, click on the pull-down menu, click on the shout-out feature, record a message, and send it to us, and we'll play it right here on the air. We've got more sizzling subjects and trending topics with my guests, Alex Santiago and Jamie Freya Knott.